Whew. Just leaving Boulder Beach, man, that was intense. That was so intense. That was my least favorite cold dip. Top 4, least favorite. I did not enjoy that. I still managed to get like 18 minutes though. That was a terrible idea to try to get 18 minutes in that cold dip adventure right there, but I did it. I took my scuba socks off so my feet are not freezing right now. So that's helpful. Ron, I thought about, like I said, I thought about doing the sock thing, but the only reason why I hadn't, because it's just one more thing for me to not have to dick around with. You know, I like to make this as easy on myself as possible. It is 2:44, so I do not have time to go home. Instead, I will head straight to the school and pick up my kids. People do some interesting things, I tell you. Like, there's a lady, there's not even a sidewalk over here, and there's a lady who walks up and down this road. It's a choice. Hopefully she's safe. She was just looking at her cell phone as she was walking by. It's so windy and gnarly right now. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe it. Look how red I am compared to yesterday. Look at that. That was intense. Whew. Well, it's done. So that's the good thing there. Instead of pussing out, just went out there and did it. It did cross my mind, of course. Oh, yes, it did. I thought, well, we could just end it here. No one cares. So, I still did it, though. I wasn't even that sore. My knees were a little bit, but not too bad. Like, nothing too bad. This area is popping right now. It's growing. Yeah. Surprisingly, I feel very good for how freaking cold that situation was for me. I'm not shivering and shaking yet. It's just a matter of time before it'll start hitting me how cold that choice was, though. And where'd that Gatorade go? Because that was delicious. Still probably has like a shit ton of sugar in it, though, I'm sure. It's not something I drink often, but I saw it and I thought, oh, I'll try that. Part of the other reason is because they didn't have any Sprite chills when I went to the convenience store. Every once in a while I like to grab one of those Sprite chills. They're so tasty and delicious. It's like a lime and cherry, which I love. Lime and cherry. It's so tasty. And especially a Sprite. It sounds so good. Well, I'm so certainly glad that I've got that done and over with so that I can resume my shopping. If I so choose. I'm not really sure. Like, usually when my kids are home, I don't like to be out and about. I like to be home at home with my kids, my family, just in case they need me for anything. Like, they have homework and such, and you know, they like to ask me questions. Like, especially if I go to the river when they're home, they'll call me and be like, "When are you coming home, Mom?" Which makes me so happy, of course. Those little stinkers. I feel so certainly grateful that I get to drive my kids to school, man. It is definitely a privilege. A lot of kids have to take the bus, and my kids are not one of those people at this time. They get to get driven by their mama chauffeur. And it's nice because it's a nice extended time for us to spend in the morning. I you know, encourage them to have a good day and tell them I can't wait to see them in a little bit and yada, yada, yada. Our little morning talk that we have, I love it. I look forward to it. And not only starts their day, but it starts my day as well. And I love it when they go like that to me in the morning when they close the door and walk off to school. They're not too grown up yet to still give me like some type of, you know, love sent my way. I can't hug and kiss them at school, of course. You know, that'd be too embarrassing. But they can to me. So I'm like, well, okay, I'll accept. When they were in kindergarten, I used to give them all the hugs and kisses a mother could give them. And there was no rebuttal. It was fine. It was, I love you too, Mom. I think in second grade is when it became like, you know, embarrassing. I think so. It's like, absolutely not something that I intentionally try to do. Like, embarrassing my boys is not, that would hurt me to my core. Like, I have no desire to humiliate or embarrass my boys. I don't want them having any weird complexes in life, man, because of some weird shit thing that I wanted to prank or do to them. Like, I don't do that shit. So, not of my interest to do. I love my kids far too much. I'm so grateful, like, of all the people that came down the chute, that they're my kids. Like, they're just, I don't think all people feel that way about their kids, because I have a lot of friends who don't necessarily feel that way about their kids, but I definitely have a lot of love for my kids. I definitely love them so much, man. Like, if I didn't have to send them to school and we got to spend the whole day together, I would totally do that. If I knew all the things that I need, that they should be taught, I would teach them. I'd rather have them with me. I think that there should be, like, structure where, you know, they had certain events where they had to socialize, they still had to do PE, arts, you know, things of that nature, but I would love to just have them homeschooled. But, you know, it's important for them to be around other kids and whatnot. There's so much crap that goes on at the schools, it's terrifying to send your kids to schools. We all know. We all read stories about it. I've had a couple scares at our school too, so nothing serious has happened, thankfully. It was just some kids brought some things to school they shouldn't have. It's terrifying, man. It's like, how do people in our day and age not have their shit locked up? I don't know. But they don't. And then you got the parents who actually go and get the pieces for them too. Like that one mom and dad here recently who bought their son the pew pew, and he went to school and did his thing. Well, you know, they charge those parents, so thank God, because it's like, hello, people, duh. What are you thinking? It's been a lovely day in my neighborhood. This is going to be the hardest part, not being able to just get to go home and get in the shower. But I sort of love that too. It's it adds to the pain, the punishment, the torture of the situation. Big Booty Judy will not scoot forward so I can scoot by her. So I'm not going to be able to get up any closer. I'll just sit here at the end of this, because Big Booty Judy here. Oh, Lord have mercy, I swear. And like, they had plenty of room too. Just breathe through the cold. Breathe through the cold. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me just put my heated blanket on me. It's a good time for that shit. Oh yeah. Oh, and it's kind of warm too. Kinda. I'm so excited. You know, I've thought about bringing more clothes with me and stuff, but it's like, it's just more clothes that I have to wash, because then it's considered dirty by my standards, because, yeah, I just got out of the river, and if there's anything on the ground or whatever, like, I just don't see the point in getting more things dirty to wash. Like, I have plenty of laundry to do as it is. I change my clothes a lot also. Not just my kids, but I do as well. Like, because okay, for example, I change out of my pajamas into my gym clothes, and then I hit the river, so I get into a swimsuit, and then if I have time from the river home, I have to put clothes on to pick up my kids and to go out in the world and do stuff. So that's 4 outfit changes in a day, man. It's a lot. And, you know, it depends on my activities. There might be more. Well, if I'm doing yard work, or if I'm going to a restaurant, you know, there might be multiple outfit changes in a day. More than most people would. It's fun to be me. I love, love, love getting dressed up. It is one of my favorite things to do. I love all things being a girl. Well, most things. It's just like instantly all these sirens started going off in my head. I was like, okay, you're right, most things. Woo, Lord have mercy. I am shivering and shaking in my boots, in my Birkenstocks. I might have gotten in the wrong lane. Oh dear. I don't know what these people are doing over here if they're turning left. I know this person in front of me is turning right. Oh, yes. I did not choose the wrong lane. The guy over 2 cars in front of me is turning left. So hopefully the car in front of the car in front of this car will be going straight. I'm just like, you know, I still gotta go to this. I like being on time to pick up my kids so that they're not like wondering where the hell their mother is. Not that they ever have. They've never understood anything like that in their life. My kids are so privileged. I am so privileged that we get to be such in each other's life in the capacity which we do. I have a lot of friends who are working women, who have jobs, who are not stay-at-home moms, who, you know, do other things. I know some moms who are not into doing the mom thing that are moms. There's a couple of them floating around. I love being a mom. I love time spent with my kids. I love all that. I don't even know. I guess I'm really excited to go get my kids right now. I also like my kids knowing that while they're gone, that I'm, you know, busy, productive, doing things. So I'm not just like not doing stuff. Although I could have got a lot more done. I could have cleaned my house today and said I went shopping, but it's like my house is always a work in progress as far as needing to be cleaned. Like it always needs to be cleaned. It's not funny. Boys, man. And then all the animals are boys too. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. That's the wind right now. Oh my gosh, it's so just cold to the bone, Nicole. Cold to the bone. That's how I end my sentences in my cold dipping group, is cold to the bone, Nicole. I brought gloves, but I've just wrapped my hands into the heated blanket right now in an attempt to warm up. I wish this thing was like really super duper warm right now, but it's not. But it's warmer than having nothing at all, so I'm grateful. I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school, as you're about to see, because that's where we're driving to, and then go home, get them a snack, figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner, because I don't have that figured out. I never do. It's like always a Scooby mystery to me. Dinner is my least favorite thing to have to figure out. I'm like, Seymour, feed me, Seymour. If you know, you know. If you don't, check it out. It's a great movie. We're 4 minutes away from the school. It's probably most likely going to be a shit show for parking as usual, because I noticed some people show up like a half hour early to get a good parking spot here, and I am never going to be one of those people. I am sorry, kids. We will have to walk the walk, I guess, because I am not showing up no damn half hour early to be here at the school. No way, no how. Unless I have to be, okay? Like, I don't want to sit here for a half hour. I'm not one of those people. I'm not. I have things I want to do. Like, I mean, there's plenty of things I could do sitting in my car, too. Like, I have lots of things to do for sure, but I'm just like, I have lots of things to do everywhere. There's not enough of me to go around. There's not. There just simply is not. Did you ever see Multiplicity with, Michael Keaton? As soon as I started to say it, I forgot it instantly, but Multiplicity. I know it's like an old movie. I mean, it seems like really old now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, it's like, that's what I need. I need to multiply. I mean, I have, of course. I had kids, so I multiplied, but that's not what I mean. Like, I need, like, the housework Nicole. I need, like, and the housework cook Nicole. Like, the one who cooks and cleans the house. And then, like, me, the fun Nicole, who goes out and does all the fun stuff. And then maybe we have a separate Nicole to cold dip, okay? Because I know everybody thinks that I just, like, am just naturally immune to this shit. Like, everybody thinks that I don't get cold. And I'm like, I am freezing, as a matter of fact. I mean, not in this very second. Well, yes, actually, as a matter of fact. In this very second. I am freezing. Watch me, kids. Sneak over here. Oh, dear. Somebody ran over. Oh, shit. It wasn't me, though. I know that much. Look at this crusty clown giving me the look like I'm not supposed to park over here. What do you know, Krusty the Clown? What do you know? You know what? I didn't run over that sign, but somebody did. Remember how yesterday when we pulled in here, I was like, I was this close, like this stinking close to hitting that little, it's just a little plastic, you're not supposed to park here sign. That rule does not apply to me. Anyways, I didn't hit it yesterday. Barely missed hitting it, which I would have laughed my ass off if had I hit it. Because that's the kind of girl I am, of course. Oh, gosh. But anyway, somebody else had hit it. And then there's a guy over there watching, and he was giving me a disapproving look like, ma'am, are you supposed to be over here? No. I mean, yes, I am. As a matter of fact, they've asked me to work here many times, sir. I'll have you know. But because I'm smart and I realize I would get fired instantly, or pretty close to, I choose not to go work for a place that will fire me shortly after working there. Of course I'm gonna get fired from this place once these kids pop off at me. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, I would fire myself. Nope, nobody even has to fire me. I'll fire myself. I quit. This little motherfucker right here. Sorry. I don't know, I don't know what people do with their kids these days. My kids are such amazing human beings. Like, I prayed extra, I paid extra. I don't know what I did extra, but praise the good Lord that he gave me the 2 winners that he did, because my kids have never even cried in their life. Like, not even, no. Like, as soon as my baby started crying, I was Johnny on the spot, man. So they don't even know what it's like to have a good cry. And I'm not just saying that. Like, that's legit just facts. Because I know, because we would walk into stores and people would tell us they didn't even know we were there. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know we're here? Because 5 seconds later, some crazy lunatic child screaming bloody murder, and everybody in the damn store knows they're there. And instantly I was like, oh, I see what you mean. That was never me with my kids. My kids are, and still to this day, are the most well-behaved. People stop me. The other day I was at Walmart, and this lady who works here at the school stopped me to tell me how great my kids are. Yeah. There's the bell. I mean, it's just not unusual for me to hear how great my kids are, and I am so appreciative and grateful. Oh my gosh, it means the world to me. It means the world to me that I'm raising some winners. Hello. I want some productive, contributing members of society. I'm not to say that other people aren't raising those people, but that's the kind of people I'm raising. I'm raising my boys to be independent and not to need anybody to wipe their butts either. Some boys, they just don't know how to do all that, I've been told. And so, I mean, not like literally, but kind of. I don't know. I see all these people walking up here with well, this guy, he's got a coat on. He looks like he's freezing. He's all like, he's got his coat and he's all like hands in his pockets, and he's like this, I am frozen. Because look at you guys, just in case you forgot, we are still in our wet swimsuit. Here's one of my mom homies walking by right now. She's looking straight ahead for her child. Usually I get out and talk with them, but instead I'm talking to you. They know these days, they know my grind. They know what I be doing. Oh, there's my friend Shay. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.